Good morning, I'm Nivareti Manu, and this is your morning news fix for Friday, 6th of March. In this update, feeling unsafe to fly because of the Middle Eastern conflict won't cut it for insurance cover. Most travel insurance policies exclude cover for anything that arises from war directly or indirectly. The Insurance and Financial Services Ombudsman, Karen Stevens, says insurance is only for things that are unexpected or that people don't know about. She says someone cancelling because they don't want to go doesn't qualify because the traveller initiated that process. A cyber safety expert's on board with a social media ban for under 16s, but says there will be challenges. A select committee report endorses the policy after conducting an inquiry, although the Greens enact aren't fully in support. It also calls for an online regulator, banning apps that create unconsensual naked images and regulating social media algorithms and ads. John Parsons says the biggest challenge will be identifying what actually classifies as a social media platform. The foreign buyers ban is set to loosen today, and the government's aiming to speed up overseas investment. Investment requirements for the Active Investor Plus visa dropped from 15 million to as low as 5 million last year. From today, overseas investors can buy or build homes of more than $5 million if this is met. The government's considering giving the green light to reducing medicinal cannabis exporting regulations. A Ministry of Health briefing sent to Associate Health Minister David Seymour shows exports have risen significantly, with more than 1 tonne sent overseas in 2024. In a statement, Seymour says he's looking at further improvements to speed up processing and is open to looking at improving regulation domestically as well. A MedSafe spokesperson says it's striking a balance between maintaining requirements and allowing businesses to operate realistically. Teaching and principal vacancies have surged in the past 2 months, nearly doubling nationwide. The Education Gazette lists more than 830 vacancies nationwide, up 85% on mid-January's 450. That includes 44 principal and senior leadership positions covering assistant and deputy principals. Transport groups are calling for driver training to be integrated into secondary schools. 7 organisations, including Transporting New Zealand, have written to ministers requesting more support for the growing pool of unlicensed Kiwis, which totals more than 1 million. The group is also calling for boosting funding for low-income learners to access free programs. Transporting New Zealand's Chief Executive Dom Kalassi says the investment would pay off in the long term. In sport, coach Craig Bellamy's record in the opening NRL League round since taking over the Storm in 2003 is now 23 straight wins after they beat the Eels 52-4. High jumper Hamish Kerr will miss the Indoor World Championships in Poland this month for an intensive training period on the Gold Coast. Former Wallabies coach Eddie Jones claims Dave Rennie's absence from New Zealand rugby since 2017 before taking up the All Blacks job is a positive because he's perceived as coming in with few player loyalties. I'm Nivareti Manu and that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update at midday from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.